Greetings, this is Daniel DiTuro. Onions are a popular ingredient in Mediterranean cooking and other cuisines. A simple way to obtain the high-fiber, anti-inflammatory value of onions is to make French onion soup. For this recipe, you need about 2.5 pounds of yellow or red onions thinly sliced, or a combination of yellow and red onions like I'm using in this recipe. For the liquid, I'm using one 14.5-ounce can of low-sodium chicken broth, 4 cups of low-sodium beef broth, and 1/4 cup of dry red wine. The remaining ingredients are 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, about 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Butter is traditional, but I'm using margarine in this recipe. Melt the butter or margarine over medium-high heat. Add the sliced onions and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Stir to coat the onions thoroughly with the butter or margarine. Cook the onions, stirring frequently, about 30 minutes until the onions are very soft and the pan is coated with a light brown crust. After 30 minutes, your onions will be partially caramelized and it's time to add the chicken broth and beef broth. Add the red wine if desired and stir using a wooden spoon, scraping the bottom and sides of the pan to loosen the brown bits. Bring the soup to a simmer, reduce the heat to low, and simmer about 20 minutes. Many restaurants serve French onion soup in a glazed ceramic crock. Crocks are available with and without lids, and with and without handles. Their shape and construction with a small opening keeps soups hotter longer than a traditional soup bowl. When serving French onion soup with melted cheese, use a rimless crock or a soup bowl to simplify cleanup. Congealed cheese can become very difficult to remove from a rimmed crock. Whether you use your oven to keep the soup warm prior to serving or to melt the cheese, use a baking sheet for easier handling. Now that our soup has simmered for 20 minutes, it's time to stir in the balsamic vinegar, add ground fresh black pepper to taste, and add salt if necessary. A generous 14-ounce serving without bread or cheese has about 210 calories, provides 5 grams of fiber, and has about 700 milligrams of sodium. Thank you for watching. Buon appetito.